Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Queen.
And I'm Maximus Black.
And we're bringing you games. No, I'm not actually gonna do that. My throat would be gone by the end of the game. We're bringing you Game 2 of the Frag for Cancer Finals for Starcraft 2.
Yep.
It's not Diablo, I can tell you that much. Mr. Maximus Black.
Yes, sir.
Hit me up with the noise!
Kermit the Frog here.
He sounded like, you know what that sounded like?
It
Your
is.
impersonation actually sounded more like the guy who did the impersonation of Kermit High. Have you never seen that before?
Never seen that in
Because
my
you
life.
need to see that.
You say that I sound like the dude from Kermit the Frog here.
I don't know, dude.
That's good. I'm gonna give it to you.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna give it to you.
Thank you.
I'm 100% on board. We are on some MLG variant map that I don't know what it's called. I played on it before, but I can't remember it.
Tal
Darum
yeah.
Altar.
There you go.
That name that we pronounce wrong but never care about.
I play on this map all the time.
Yeah. You know what? I actually don't mind this map. It's pretty good. I think it's a tad on the big side for two people.
One thing that I don't like about this map is where the natural is, and it's not exactly where it's at per se, but it's how wide open it is.
It's hard to defend that
And,
natural.
yeah, and when you're up against
Hardcore.
Zerg and you're a Protoss player, you're forced to do a forge fast expand on this map unless you want to go in there and forgate and just hope for the best.
Giver, yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, you're gonna want to chuck up this forge and then go ahead and get a fast expand. Just the only bad thing about it is you have to start like walling up. All of your tech has to be
On the front
on
lines.
here and not in your base. So if somehow he manages to break in and run lings, you don't even have anything in here to stop it. It's you have to like run back and forth, back and forth.
And the other thing, unfortunate, that I found against, once every Harvest Moon when I play StarCraft and I'm against a Zerg on this map, is one thing that I found very frustrating. There's a lot of open space for Muta to move around in.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the map's massive, and they have a lot of escape routes, and especially your natural in particular is so vulnerable. Look at the amount of room that they have to work with to harass that line. It is huge, and you're forced to either get Blink Stalker no matter what, or spend a fortune, like Donald Trump money, on static defense.
Yeah, you know what? I gotta say this from just personal experience. I really believe that Protoss is the weakest on this map. Zerg obviously has an advantage because of how big the map is and just how open it is. You know, great for surrounds, great for running through here. Like there's little passageways.
No chokes at all.
It's really not. But it's also good for Terran because you got lots of high ground here. You can put up some siege tanks. And all that stuff. But on the flip side, this is a good map for Protoss when it comes to doing some sort of Warp Prism harassment, dropping in on some mineral lines and stuff like that. So I'll be curious to see if we're going to see that from Kabam in here. He did get a big-ass whooping on the first game from Penguin and his great map control, creep spread, and really nice infestor play. And he knew exactly when to back off and when to push.
Yeah, what I would really like to see to Kabam into this map, because air is so effective on this map, is maybe some Phoenix play to try and handle that Overlord count, and that will negate, even if there's a lot of creep spread, which obviously Penguin is very good at keeping on top of his creep spread. That will negate how much time he has to spend and how much minerals and resources he had to spend on his attacking units and his macro and everything. And it's going to slow him down a lot no matter what if he can try and keep some of that.
I do not like where this Cybernetics core is placed.
And that Artosis pylon is killing me softly right now.
And also the cannon is in a bad position as well.
It should be up in behind there.
There you go. You're going to want to stick your cannon in here or at least over here and maybe get a second cannon. But this is just leaving it wide open for some roaches or lings to start pounding away on that. Also, he's still open here, and he's still open here. So this is really not, oh no.
Oh man, I didn't even witness that until see that. I'm witnessing it now. But he's actually sending in a drone to put down a proxy hatchery.
I'm pretty sure that was his scouting drone, decided to chuck down the
Penguin even saying it's not dying, dude, just give up.
Yeah.
It's not going down.
No, you actually need to stop that. You actually need to stop that right now.
It's a massive, and he's probably, right now if he cancels it, which he does.
Yeah.
No, he just did that. He got all the minerals out of those probes because they didn't spend any time on the mineral line.
No, that was definitely cost effective and a half. And look at this, we have some roaches going down. Gotta chuck down another hatch.
Is he gonna pull more probes though?
Penguin with a little bit of bad manners here. I'm not really.
This is a bad manner.
Well,
this is what other structure can he put down to take attention away?
I mean what he's saying.
Oh, okay, yes.
He's taunting his players, and I was warned about that at the tournament. When I was playing in here. Yeah, and I mean, I'm all down for it, but some people, at a charity event, come on, Penguin, come on now,
Cutthroat.
bro. Yeah, that's a little aggressive, but look at this. The roaches are in here now. Kabam wasted so much time in minerals on attacking hatcheries with probes, and basically just put Kabam off his game. He's just not ready for this. He's just mentally not prepared for this at all.
And down they go. And he stopped the probes, and he actually did get a decent surround. He could take out a couple of those roaches, and he will defend this. Barely more on the way, unfortunately, and that's game.
And look at this.
That's
more
game.
probes off the line.
No money being brought in. What's the income right now if we look real quick? Look at the difference. 300 mineral difference right now, and most of that does come from the fact that he is forcing. Because if he doesn't, there's a macro hatchet.
Look at this wall. This wall is just sour.
I love Penguin right now. I'm gonna say it. Damn it, this is creative as hell.
Okay.
This man is single-handedly picking away at his opponent's brain. He knew what he was doing when he got in there with that hatchery.
Look at that. That's just...
He knew it'd be taking a bunch of probes off because at that point in the game, there's nothing else for him to do. Yes, it's risky if you're not careful and you get caught and you don't cancel that first time the hatchery went down. Artos is piling and everything. He is just working it.
He is BMing the hell out of his opponent, getting to his opponent's head. You know what? I'm going to take back what I said. It's a tournament. He's going for the first prize.
Cutthroat.
And he's doing anything and everything.
Punch him in the nuts. Kick him in the taint. Slap his mother in the face. Speak like Kermit the Frog to him in dirty language so it ruins his childhood.
You like those roaches and those lings all up in that ass. Put down a proxy hatchery.
Now you just sound like Yoda.
Okay.
Ooh. I'm pretty sure last time you did that, it was your Star Trek impersonation.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
And right now, Penguin is slowly picking apart at this last Nexus, and he's not going to be able to do it, I don't think. But in the process, it doesn't matter because look, more roaches. And look at the Tosa Smile are going to go down slowly.
You know what? I gotta hand it to Kabam. He's doing a good job at defending while he is getting owned. Like he's holding off the inevitable. I give him brownie points just for sticking in it to win it. Sour.
That's
just so much. Look at this. Gonna go ahead and chuck down a ninja hatch.
One thing I'm gonna say is that in this game, he's so much time in this base microwing and stuff. No creep spread. Not that it matters, but I'm just gonna say that he definitely spent a lot of time. I wanted to see the actions per minute. Not incredibly high, but I think all that means is that he's not a spam clicker. He's doing what he needs to do.
Yep.
And that's it. Also, if he's doing a lot of this at micro and there's not a lot of macro, Zerg APM will go down quite a bit, but it looks like he's not much of a spam clicker. And I'll be damned if that wasn't kind of impressive.
Yeah, it was good.
Because what could Kabam do but pull probes to stop that hatchery from going down?
Nothing.
So he's forced.
You drop a pylon and a cannon, and that's it. And you
walk away.
And you walk away. Because if you just sit there and attack for days and days, and then he's just gonna cancel last second, all of that minerals that you could have been collecting just goes right out the door, and your opponent really only loses like 75 minerals from it. It's like the best cost-effective way of doing stuff. Like that.
It was great.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been LAGTV coming to you from the final locale of Canuckville, Canada. I am Nova War.
And I am Maximus Black.
And we'll be back with the next game pretty soon. Peace!